What's going on, everybody? Good evening. I wanted to jump on here real quick, make a YouTube video. This is going to be another kind of catch-up video. There's a lot happening behind the scenes, but nothing I can really kind of show you through a YouTube video. And everything, it was pretty busy, but now it's actually kind of slow. So I think I'll just go ahead and kind of, I'll start by showing you guys the final sizing of the paperback version. Now, I did show this off on my Instagram. I did a little video there, and I'll reiterate, I think I've said this before, but if you guys ever want to see like behind the scenes content, I always do little videos, little snippets, photos on my Instagram. So things that just really aren't, YouTube videos. So this was not the original size. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. This was the original size that I chose for the paperback. This is an 8x5. I just felt underwhelmed with it. Now that I've held it quite a bit of times, it's actually not that bad, but I wanted something more wide, and I wanted to feel like I had something in my hand. I didn't want to feel like I had like this little book in my hand, So I went ahead and upped the paperback size to a 5.5 by a 8.5, and you can see there's a pretty significant difference in the sizing here. Let me go ahead and get this together right here. Pretty significant size difference there. And when you feel it in hand, you definitely can see the difference and feel it. Plus with this one, I wanted to go ahead and up the make the font bigger. Let me see if I can kind of show you guys. It's kind of like those old Apple paperbacks, like those Goosebump books. Let me go with, I'll just go with the random page. There we go. So see that? Let me go ahead and focus that for you. So it reads a lot easier on the eyes. Here's another book I have, same size as that. So just for comparison sizing, but this book is a great book, but see how kind of hard it is on the eyes. It's very small font, and I just wanted something that was a little bit easier on the eyes, especially since this is, it's not made for a specific age group, but I do consider it kind of young adult because the main character is kind of coming of age. She's 17, turning 18 type of deal. So, that age range is probably somewhere from the, young adult, I think, is considered, 12 to 18. Like I said, I just wanted something a little bit bigger, easier on the eyes. I don't want people to have to squint to read the book. So I'm actually very happy with this size. This feels so good in hand. And then compared to the final version, which is a 6x9 for the hardcover, this is my first proof, so this isn't the actual final version, but it looks the exact same. This is just the one I did all my editing in and stuff. So there's the final paperback with the final hardcover sizing. Pretty cool. This one has some more touches on it, as this one will eventually. This has the MM on the side for mangled monsters, and you can kind of see it has some different lettering here on the side with the colors and stuff. But anyway, yeah, and see, you can go ahead and see the original sizing. It just wouldn't have worked. It's just way too small. Look how small that thing is. But anyway, so far I've only gotten the paperback final proof in. Unfortunately, the hardcovers take forever to get, and I get it. It's a lot more work. It's not just paper that you're printing through, and you actually got to create probably the cardboard, all whatever, however that process works. So there's just a lot more that goes into a hardcover. So I'm awaiting my hardcover from KDP, and then I'm also which I did post about on my Instagram page, but I don't think that I talked about it on here at all yet, is I'm doing a collector's edition of Wisteria. It will be a hard cover edition, so it'll be this size. The book will be a little thicker because it's going to have a bigger font to it, so it'll probably be 20 to 30 pages more bigger than this. And then the collector's edition will have a slip cover, like a dust jacket, which is something I always originally wanted to do, but it took me so long to figure out how to actually do it. And I love it. It was just, it is a very simple process when I thought about it after the fact, and who the Ingram Spark was such a difficult process that once I started kind of branching out and looking at other like aggregators and publishers and stuff like that, I found out just how actually difficult that they were. And so I'm doing my collector's edition through Lulu, and they made their dust jacket process incredibly easy. I was able to literally just upload this image, which the dust jacket is on the collector's edition. It does not have any text whatsoever on it, and it's just this treescape around. So you'll be able to take it off and kind of, take it and look at it. And then the actual hardcover book will be all black with just white lettering here. It'll say Wisteria and then Baumler. And then all the interiors the same across all platforms, versions, all that stuff. I wanted to keep the story the exact same, but the collector's edition is a very special, it's a special edition. And going back to where I got the collector's edition made is through Lulu. So it would be, just to kind of go into a little bit of detail, it would be really easy for me to put a direct link on my website to have you guys buy the collector's edition off of them. And I may do that eventually one day. Like if orders, not saying this is going to happen, but if orders ever get so crazy to the point where one day, like, I'm literally like, I can't fulfill them in a proper way or something like that, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But Lulu will provide a direct sale link on my website if I wanted that. But the problem is I want to sign all of the collector's editions. So which means I have to actually buy every single book at cost. And then, so I have to pay for the cost of the book, which is more expensive because Lulu uses premium materials. That's another thing I wanted to say. Their book will uses premium materials. This is a cream paper. The premium collector's edition will have a thicker ink, a better ink, and it'll be on white paper. The white paper, I don't know if I'm going to be a fan of it, so I have time to change that. However, it was recommended for the premium ink, so it could stick better and just the pages are better. So the paper will be a white paper with it'll be heavier. But where was I at? So Lulu, I can provide a direct from me to you sale using a link off of through them. But the problem with that is I can't sign the copies then like I want to. And I thought about just kind of copping out and going, you know what? That would be so easy. But I really want to make the experience of when you buy my book, because I do a handwritten thank you note. I'm gonna really make it a really unique and cool experience. At least I hope so. And I want to be able to offer as many signed copies as I can possibly do. So if that means in 5-6 months from now I'm still signing books, then that's what I'm doing. And I can only offer this off of my website because obviously through Amazon, if you buy it off Amazon, or let's just say if I did publish with Lulu, you would buy it off of there, whatever, it wouldn't be I couldn't sign the copies. And the direct sale link thing, the way it works is you buy it off my site, but they ship it to you. And I can't have that because I need to sign the book, and that's kind of something I've promised and I want to fulfill. So it's a lot of work on my end because, like I said, I have to buy the actual book at cost, pay for that shipping to come to me, and then I sell it and ship it out to you. And that's only the collector's edition is coming from Lulu. The actual hardcover 6x9 regular edition and the paperback, these are through KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, through Amazon. So I want to make that clear. Another thing I wanted to make clear, and kind of just so there's no issues, and I know people might not see this video, but they might see another one, so I'm going to reiterate this over time, is the shipping. So the shipping, how this is going to work, because I want to do the signed copies, and I really want to provide that experience of having, people getting signed copies. That's going to require another shipping process. Now, it's not going to cost more money for you. It's not going to cost more money for you to have this happen. It actually costs money on my end, but the time, there will be a slight delay in the time, because how this is going to work is, I can order proof copies, but they have this banner across it. The one thing that I don't like with KDP, which they've been great, but the only thing that I don't like is that I'm not able to order author copies early, like I can with Lulu. So unfortunately, when this goes live for you, it goes live for me to buy. So then, I'm going to put an immediate order in at midnight, or whenever whenever the hell my book goes on sale, or, it says 11:59, but whatever. I don't know when it's actually going to be midnight, but I'm going to immediately put an order in for hardcover books and then paperback, so they start immediately getting shipped to me. So that'll just cause a bit of delay, because let's just say you went on Amazon. Well, most people have Prime. You'll get that book fairly quickly. Probably you could probably choose different options, fast, slow, however you want to do it. But you could probably get the book once it goes live fairly quickly. I'm talking days. Well, it's going to cost days for me just to get the books, to then sign, then to ship out to you. So if you are going to order off of my website, just expect a little bit of delay in the shipping process. That's it. I don't mind that, especially if I'm buying something like that, but I don't know how people are. I don't know how you guys are about that sort of thing. If you really want to read it right away, go on Amazon. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It's all good. But just know, if you go on Amazon, you can't get the free bookmark and you can't get a signed copy. It's actually, like I said, it's actually a lot of work on my end to do all of this, but I want to be able to provide a different kind of like author to reader experience in that way. So yeah, I hope that the experience turns out really good, and anybody who, like I said, just anybody who's buying off of my website, just be aware that the shipping will probably take anywhere from, I'd say, anywhere from probably a week to 2 weeks longer than it normally would. And I'm only saying that because you know how it is, 5 to 10 business days or whatever. So especially when I'm ordering bulk, copies of each. So I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's kind of I have to do it to kind of see. So I don't know yet. But like I said, the book goes live for me and for you at the exact same time. The proof copy that I'm getting of the collector's edition, now I expedited that shipping. Lulu is a professional book creator. Like, they literally, it's not like Amazon.com, and you guys know what I mean. No shade at Amazon, but you know how Amazon can just kind of pump their products out. Lulu's not like that. Lulu is a actual like a professional book service. It's what they do. They create calendars and comics and all this stuff. So their quality is very different, and this is what they specialize in. So it takes a little bit longer, and I expedited shipping to get my proof here early. It should be here May 23rd, May 24th, literally days before I'm actually unable to change my final files for Amazon. And yeah, so it's a little stressful, but I have all my final files ready. Everything's good. I'm overthinking and stressing like crazy, but that, like I said, that proof copy won't be here for a few more days. I wish I had it in hand to show you guys. I'm so excited to see it, to see that dust jacket, and just to kind of see how that turned out. But with the collector's edition, coming back to what I was talking about, I get sidetracked very easily, if you haven't noticed, and I go on and on. The collector's edition will come with the sticker pack. You can view that either on my Instagram or view that on my website. I have them somewhere around here. I think they're like way back over there. Actually, let me get them, because you guys are watching this video. I want you guys to see what I'm talking about. So, the collector's edition, besides getting the premium book with that collector's dust jacket that won't have any writing on it, you'll get a bookmark. And by the way, these come standard when you order off of my website. So every book that you order off of my website will receive one of these free. I've showed these off before, but I want to show them off again. And but the collector's edition comes with the bookmark, the exclusive book itself, and then it'll come with this sticker pack right here. This one right here. Show off these four. Just got some quotes on here, and Wisteria with the tree. And so the sticker pack is a pack of 4 stickers. These 4 right here. And then the final thing in the collector's edition, which I thought would be a really unique thing to add in to the collector's edition. I just thought, if I was a consumer, like, what would I want to see? Like, a dust jacket's fine, premium materials is really cool, a bookmark's kind of standard, so are stickers. But what could really kind of like make it worthwhile and make it very interesting? And I thought what would make it interesting would be to provide notes. And these aren't all of the notes. This is just going to be anywhere from, I want to say 13 to 15 pages, but I'm just going to be safe and say 10 to 15 pages. I have to decide on the final number. But it'll most likely be 15 pages of conception notes. So what it'll be is, I'm going to, not the original notes, so I want to make that clear. These are not the like original pieces of paper that I drew on or that I wrote on, but these are copies of those. So these are original conception notes that I had copied, and I'm gonna have a printer. I need to get ink for it, so to start printing these things out and just kind of start putting some aside. But I thought about maybe doing them on like a different kind of colored paper, or like a brown paper, but I don't know, the white paper's cool. You know, it's kind of punchy with the black ink, and you can kind of see everything easy. So stuff like this, like I literally had like notebook pieces of paper. You know, this is what I actually have written on the back of the book itself. This part right here, where I didn't know exactly what I wanted to put on it. Like that, like this part right here is what's on the back. So just notes like that, and conception notes. These right here that were literally written on receipt paper that I put side by side. you know, some things that never even made the book that I thought were like, they were okay ideas, but they were just very strange and odd, and I just decided not to go with them. Let me see. Yeah, but just a bunch of notes. So it'll include, like I said, it'll probably be anywhere from 10 to 15 pages. I'm leaning towards 15 pages of conception notes because that's what I have right now, and I don't know how to like condense all of this. The only, here's another one with the receipts side by side. Or no, I just showed you that one. I'm talking about this one right here. So it's really the only way that I can kind of do this. So yeah. And I don't think that you guys would mind the white paper or like white space on the side. But yeah, it's pretty, I thought that was a really cool idea to have, original conception notes with like my actual handwriting and everything and my notes and all that stuff. So conception notes, basically a packet of that, but I'm not going to obviously like staple them or anything. I'm going to try to find some kind of cool, like manila envelope or something like that, kind of something special to put these in. And so you'll get that, the bookmark, sticker pack, and then like the exclusive premium book itself. Just to give a rundown of pricing, this hardcover from Amazon, this is $19.99. Paperback is $12.99, and collector's edition will be $49.99. That's the kind of, it's a lot with the stickers and the bookmarks and the printing and everything like that. So I wanted to make that one worthwhile, but it does have an upcharge to it, like I said. But that's not everybody's cup of tea. It's not everybody's cup of tea to buy a collector's edition, and that's totally fine. But I want something special to be available to anyone who falls in love with the story or wants to help support me in that way. So yeah. I feel like I was gonna say something else. I got all the shipping worked out. Obviously, it's going to be less shipping for the United States. I did have to take the shipping from like a $5.99 in the U.S. to a $9.99 with the collector's bundle, just because there's more added in. International shipping's probably going to be like $15.99. I'm actually going to go tomorrow to the post office or FedEx and figure out how much this would be to actually sell internationally, because I might be pricing myself way low or I might be pricing too high. I don't know. I've been kind of researching and talking to some people, and they said something like this should be fine at $15.99, but I'm just going to double check. On my website, there's going to be there's going to be the sticker packs for sale individually, the packs of 4. There's going to be extra bookmarks for sale. There's going to be the Wisteria poster for sale, and then there's also going to be some art prints for sale. A lot of that stuff's going to be made to order too. It's just too expensive for me to just like have like bulk amounts of like prints and posters and shit lying around, especially if nobody buys it, So like I said, just expect a little bit of delay in shipping on my end, on my website end. But like I said, if you want to go to Amazon and get the book very fast, come do that. I am grateful either way. But this is my very first time doing this, so I'm sure I'll might run into some mistakes. I'm trying to get as much locked down and nailed down as I can beforehand, so everything goes smooth. But like I was saying, there's gonna be some art prints on there for sale. I've been on my Instagram, I've been posting these really cool like images with quotes or the name, Wisteria, and just doing like these really cool like snowy scene backgrounds or the woods. And those are actually going to be for sale in a 12 by 12, so a foot high and a foot wide, a square print. And I've looked online for framing. Square prints like that, frames are relatively cheap, you know, and that's kind of how deep I'm going with this. I'm kind of like, well, I don't want to. I've done that in the past where I've, like, you know, I've really set like a special sizing, and it almost like costs custom sizing to get frames for some of these prints and stuff. So I'm just trying to make this as easy as a process as I can. So if you do buy a print, you can immediately go on like Amazon or go to you know, Target or Home Goods and pick up a 12 by 12 frame for relatively cheap, to put your stuff in. And yeah. Also on my website, I do have a section for Be Goods, which is my Etsy shop. I actually have a new product coming out in the coming days. I don't know exactly when I'm going to be releasing that, but it will be within the next 10 days or so. This month's product for Be Goods is circuit blocks for working out. Super simple idea and concept, just 10 blocks that you have, and do your workout circuit, put a block over to the one side after you're done. Kind of a fun, you know, interactive way to work out instead of just writing on paper or mentally thinking about it. So I have a section on my website for that. And then also I do have, as of right now, 3 photography prints on there as well. So, you know, I'm sure a lot of people will be going to my website for the book specifically. So that's why I definitely wanted to go heavy on like the book merch. But I do have some photography prints on there. You know, so check those out if you're into that sort of thing. If not, totally okay. I just wanted to have a section on my website for that. And if I see that like those really don't sell over time, then I'm just gonna probably pull that section of the website off and make it more author-centric. And so, but I thought since I'm gonna have a website, why not, you know, put some of my shit on there, you know, that's not book related. You know, it's not wisteria.com, it's jonathanbaumler.com. So it's kind of a whole bunch of me on a website, not just my book stuff. So so that's what I got going on. I am awaiting the KDP hardcover final, like I said, and I'm waiting for that collector's edition to come in the mail. Very excited about those. I wish they were as fast to produce as the paperback, but obviously they're not. But yeah, that's what I got going on tonight. Just kind of wanted to catch you guys up again. It's a little slow with the content right now, just because I got a lot of this like inner working stuff going on and trying to make sure that the launch goes as smooth as possible. I'm going to do a video after launch. I'm going to do a video for the launch day. I might even do one beforehand, but definitely for the launch day. And then I'm going to do a video after launch, kind of talking about mistakes and lessons learned along the way. I think that would be a really interesting video because I've learned so much in the process. Just, yeah. A lot of time wasted on things that didn't matter, a lot of time wasted with Ingram Spark, but I needed to go through those motions to figure out that I don't need to do that again. You know, I look at like some people say that their second, third, fourth book releases actually become harder. I think it's going to become a lot easier for me personally. Going through all these trials and challenges and stuff like that, I can't imagine it being any harder. You know, it's the point of learning all this stuff is to make it easier on myself the next time. But like I said, that's content for a different video, a discussion for a different video. But yeah, like I said, just wanted to kind of catch you guys up. I don't think I'm missing anything. I ordered more bookmarks, so I got more of those coming. Since that's a free item, I wanted to make sure I had a shit ton of these to offer, just in case. what do I got going on? I think that's about it. I'm trying to be okay with like relaxing and not having a lot of book work to do in the next 10 days, 2 weeks. It's kind of crazy. Like you work so hard and so long into the night and early morning hours, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like you're at this point where it's good, and then you just and then you're like, what the fuck am I doing right now? Like I need to be doing something, but I'm at that point where I get to kind of breathe a little bit, and get to work on the next book. It's weird. It's a weird feeling, when you're working so hard on something and then you have to pull back. It's weird. So yeah, I will probably do some promoting after the book is released as well. I don't want to spam the hell out of you guys with stuff like that, but I also do need to promote my book. So sorry in advance if you feel like I've just spammed the shit out of you guys with like book stuff, but sorry, I gotta keep it going a little bit, at least like probably a few weeks to a month after the books, and then I'll probably do it just periodically, and then I'll probably show you guys like behind the scenes stuff of like what I'm working on, and I don't know. I was listening to a podcast by Lulu, the company that I'm getting the collector's edition through. They have a really cool podcast, and they just seem like a company that really is invested in the reader experience and the author experience equally. Like they really want to take care of both parties, and they really care. And I guess they've been around like 20 plus years now, and I never heard of them until I started doing more research, but they do a podcast, and they were talking about like creating super fans and creating ways to engage audience and have like merch and just things like after the fact, because like if somebody picks up a book, that's a one-time purchase, but you still want to be able to connect with your audience after the fact. You still want to be able to have merch to sell. You still want to be able to tap into areas with this same book after the fact, because it's kind of like a lifelong thing in a way when you think about it. I know some people are probably exhausted of me talking about the book, but it made a lot of sense when they were talking about this lifelong commitment to your book and promoting it throughout your life. And it was really interesting because they're actually very right. It's this book goes out into the world, and people might pick it up, but you still want to be able to promote it and have things to offer a year from now, because somebody might see this book for the very first time a year or 2 or 3 from now, and I still want to be talking about the book. So yeah, hope you guys understand when I'm posting a lot about this stuff. It's weird for me too, because like I said, I feel like it's very spammy sometimes, and like, buy my stuff, and I could probably do a lot better at that type of thing. But I'm learning as I go, and I'm trying to, I'm just learning, and I'm trying to become better at that. But yeah, I'm going to also, this video will release, I'm recording this Monday night, this will release Tuesday. Wednesday, I do have another teaser coming out, teaser number 6. I've been trying to release a teaser for the book once a week. I think I started in, the middle or end of April? Yeah, today's, the 20th, tomorrow's the 21st, so that would be 3. I'm on teaser number 6, which is coming out Wednesday, which will be the 22nd. I think, yeah, so I started about the middle end of April releasing the teasers. I hope you guys are enjoying those. I'm just creating them on my own online, so I hope that you guys like those. Not AI or anything like that, but I'm using real video footage that I have permission to use, and sound effects and music and stuff like that. I definitely am not using anything AI. I despise that shit. But using real video footage shot by real people, sounds created by real people. So hope you guys are liking the teasers. I still got to figure out my like final teaser. I'm thinking about that. But yeah, this video is going to release tomorrow, Tuesday, and then Wednesday I will have teaser number 6. Yeah, hope you guys like this video. It's, like I said, kind of another catch-up, kind of, you know, showing off some of this stuff. And yeah, teaser on Wednesday. I'll leave it here. I go on and on, so I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope you guys have a good week. Bye.